Catherine, Princess of Wales, dazzled at the Nigerian state banquet, leading with elegance and poise. Her flawless curtsy and carefully chosen fashion paid tribute to British-Nigerian ties, highlighting cultural diplomacy during the historic UK state visit and captivating royal watchers with a powerful display of grace, respect, and timeless regal style. Welcome to Reality Flash, where the drama unfolds and the stories captivate. Join us as we delve into the intriguing world of royal family, revealing the untold tales and hidden truths behind the headlines. A night of regal splendor, Catherine, Princess of Wales, leads the way at the Nigerian state banquet. In a moment that felt both timeless and deeply symbolic, Catherine, Princess of Wales, captivated the world on a Wednesday evening in March 2026. Arriving at Windsor Castle for one of the most significant royal occasions of the year, the princess embodied a perfect blend of grace, diplomacy, and quiet power. Standing beside her husband, Prince William, Catherine was the centerpiece of the royal family's hosting of the first state banquet of 2026, held in honor of the President and First Lady of Nigeria. The return of the tiara, a royal legacy. From the very first glimpse of the evening, all eyes were on Catherine. This event marked the princess's first tiara appearance of the year, and her choice of headpiece was as meaningful as it was breathtaking. She chose the legendary Lover's Knot tiara, a piece deeply associated with her own royal journey and the history of the House of Windsor. Sparkling beneath the grand chandeliers of Windsor Castle, the tiara added an unmistakable sense of regal continuity. Once famously worn by Princess Diana and beloved by royal watchers across the globe, the Lover's Knot tiara serves as a bridge between the monarchy's past and its future. On Catherine, it looked every bit the symbol of a future queen consort. Diplomatic dressing, the emerald green gown. While the jewelry was historic, it was Catherine's gown that truly elevated the evening into something unforgettable. The princess wore a bespoke creation by designer Andrew Gn, a striking emerald green gown that was an intentional and deeply respectful nod to Nigeria's national colors. The gown featured a sophisticated high-neck silhouette paired with dramatic sleeves that gathered elegantly at the cuffs. This design choice created a look that was simultaneously modern and timeless. It was, by all accounts, a masterclass in diplomatic dressing, echoing the legacy of the late Queen Elizabeth II, who was renowned for honoring visiting nations through her thoughtful wardrobe choices. To complete the ensemble, Catherine's styling remained effortlessly refined. Her hair fell in soft, sculpted waves, while her makeup was delicately applied to enhance her natural radiance. In a subtle yet touching tribute, she finished her look with earrings that once belonged to the late Queen, adding a quiet layer of sentiment and history to her powerful appearance. A night of tradition and innovation. Beside her, Prince William looked equally polished in classic evening wear, reinforcing the couple's growing presence as the visible future of the monarchy. Together, they projected a sense of unity, elegance, and clear purpose. The banquet itself was rich in both tradition and meaningful innovation. Hosted by King Charles III and Queen Camilla, the event brought together distinguished guests from across British and Nigerian society, including leading figures in science, sports, and the arts. However, what made this evening truly stand out was the palace's attention to cultural sensitivity. In a thoughtful gesture reflecting the timing of Ramadan, the palace introduced several changes to traditional protocols. Pre-banquet canapés were adapted for fasting guests, and the signature cocktail of the evening, Crimson Bloom, was entirely non-alcoholic. Inspired by the beloved Nigerian, Chapman, drink, this choice spoke volumes about the tone of the evening, inclusive, modern, and globally aware. Warm exchanges and linguistic diplomacy. One of the most heartwarming moments of the night occurred before dinner when Catherine shared a light-hearted exchange with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The two were seen clinking glasses, an image that quickly resonated with audiences for its genuine charm and diplomatic warmth. During the banquet, King Charles delivered a speech that perfectly balanced humor, respect, and reflection. In a move that surprised and delighted those in attendance, the king switched seamlessly between Yoruba, Pidgin, and English. He paid tribute to Nigeria's profound cultural influence on the United Kingdom, specifically mentioning the global rise of Afrobeats and the storytelling power of Nollywood. His words struck a careful balance between acknowledging a shared history and looking forward to a future built on partnership and mutual respect. An unscripted moment of levity occurred when the king was seen holding back laughter during President Tinubu's remarks, adding a human touch to the grandeur of the evening. A historic milestone. This event was more than just a formal dinner, it was a historic milestone. It marked the first official state visit hosted during King Charles's reign and the first time in nearly a century that a Muslim leader has been honored with such a visit during Ramadan. The last Nigerian state visit dated back to 1989, during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, making this occasion both rare and deeply significant. Earlier in the day, the Prince and Princess of Wales had formally welcomed the Nigerian President and First Lady, reinforcing their increasingly central role on the global stage. Throughout the entire day and evening, Catherine's presence signaled something more than just elegance. It suggested continuity, stability, and a modern vision for the British monarchy, one that respects its heritage while embracing an interconnected world. Next update. In the meticulous world of royal protocol, where every step is measured, every glance observed, and every gesture analyzed, certain moments inevitably rise above the rest. On a bright, ceremonial morning in Windsor, Catherine, Princess of Wales, delivered exactly that, a moment of poise and perfection that instantly captivated global audiences. The interaction lasted only seconds. There was no grand announcement or dramatic build-up, just a poised, graceful movement as she greeted King Charles III and Queen Camilla. Her flawless curtsy spoke volumes without a single word being uttered. In that fleeting instant, Catherine didn't just follow royal protocol, she elevated it to an art form. A historic state visit. The occasion itself was already steeped in profound international significance. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of Nigeria and First Lady Oluremi Tinubu had arrived in the United Kingdom for a historic state visit, the first of its kind in nearly 4 decades. Standing alongside her husband, Prince William, Catherine played a central role in welcoming the distinguished guests within the elegant surroundings of Fairmont Windsor Park. The atmosphere was formal, diplomatic, and carefully choreographed. Yet, it was Catherine who unexpectedly became the defining highlight of the morning. As King Charles approached along that Chet road, walking beside President Tinubu toward the royal dais, all eyes shifted to the princess. With effortless precision, Catherine dipped into a perfectly executed curtsy. It was graceful, balanced, and entirely natural. As she rose with a warm smile and a cheerful, "Good morning," she reminded the world why she has become such a beloved figure. To many, a curtsy might seem like a quaint relic of the past, but within royal circles, it remains a powerful symbol of respect, hierarchy, and tradition. The art of the curtsy. Catherine has mastered this gesture through years of practice and public service. Her execution was not just technically correct, it was emotionally intelligent. The movement was perfectly measured, neither too deep nor too shallow. It was fluid and seamless from start to finish, reflecting a confidence devoid of hesitation or stiffness. This is where Catherine stands apart. While royal protocol can be taught, true elegance cannot be faked. After more than a decade in the public eye, she has refined even the smallest gestures into something meaningful. Royal etiquette dictates that a curtsy is performed the first time one greets the monarchy each day. Just days prior, she had performed a similarly graceful curtsy at the Commonwealth Day service at Westminster Abbey, adding a personal touch with a kiss on the king's cheek before dipping into the gesture. This blend of tradition and genuine warmth has come to define her royal style. Fashion as diplomacy. No royal appearance is complete without a carefully curated wardrobe, and for the Nigerian state visit, Catherine's choices were particularly symbolic. She opted for a sophisticated grey coat dress by Tolu Coker, a British-Nigerian designer. By choosing a creator who bridges both nations, Catherine paid a quiet, powerful tribute to the visiting delegation. She paired the dress with a structured hat by Jane Taylor and elegant snakeskin heels from Hugo Boss. Her soft, cascading curls and minimalist accessories completed the ensemble, reinforcing her signature aesthetic, polished, modern, and effortlessly regal. The other women present also used fashion to tell a story of diplomacy. First Lady Oluremi Tinubu dazzled in a rich emerald green ensemble, complemented by a golden yellow silk shawl and a matching headscarf, an outfit that celebrated Nigerian heritage with pride and vibrancy. Meanwhile, Queen Camilla chose a delicate pink crepe dress by Fiona Clare, paired with a coordinating beret by Philip Tracy. In a touching nod to royal history, the Queen wore 2 Cartier flower clips that once belonged to the late Queen Elizabeth II. Together, these three women created a visual narrative of cultural respect and continuity. Navigating history and tradition. Beyond the elegance and ceremony, this state visit carried deep historical and political weight. It marked the first Nigerian state visit to the UK in 37 years and the first by a Muslim leader during Ramadan in nearly a century. To accommodate religious observances, the traditional royal program was thoughtfully adjusted. The customary welcome lunch at Windsor Castle was removed from the schedule, allowing President Tinubu to observe his fast. Instead, the day focused on a formal audience at the castle, followed by a grand state banquet held after sunset, where the president could break his fast privately before joining the evening's festivities. The visit was timed to conclude in alignment with Eid al-Fitr, marking the end of Ramadan, a detail that added further cultural resonance to the diplomatic proceedings. As King Charles III continues to shape his reign, moments like these play a crucial role in reinforcing the stability and continuity of the British monarchy. The presence of Prince William and Catherine at such high-profile events signals a clear message: the future of the crown is not only secure but evolving with grace. Through her poise, her respect for tradition, and her keen sense of soft power diplomacy, Catherine, Princess of Wales, continues to prove that she is an indispensable asset to the modern monarchy. For more of the latest updates and behind-the-scenes secrets from royal family, make sure to hit subscribe and ring that bell. Stay in the know with every new release.